So one of your big projects this semester is what's called the behavior change project. It's worth 40% of your grade, and you want to make sure that you stay up to date on working through this, and we're going to build it throughout the semester piece by piece. So the behavior change project is a little bit different than the rest of the assignments in that these steps 1.1 through 1.7, they have due dates because we're going to be doing them in certain weeks, but there's going to be a lot of back and forth between you and I as we work through these to make sure that you get to a point where you have all the information you need to do your 1.8 paper. That 1.1 through 1.7 don't really have hard due dates. We're going to be kind of working back and forth with each other. So with that said, you will do these until you pass them. So when you turn in 1.1 through 1.7, you're going to get either a pass or a no pass. If you get a pass, that means you're good to go, move on to the next one, you're good. If you get a no pass, what you won't just get a no pass, you'll get some feedback from me that says, you know what, this is what you're missing, this is what you should do. And so what you want to do is take that feedback that I give you, make the adjustment to your paper or your little step there, and then resubmit into the Blackboard until you get a passing score on each one of those. You won't be able to open 1.8, your big major paper, until you've passed all of these 7 mini steps. So you want to make sure you don't fall behind on those. Don't get too frustrated if we have to have 2 or 3 or 4 different back and forths, especially when we get to this SMART goal setting. It's very often that I have 3 or 4 back and forths with students as we dial in those SMART goals, as they're kind of difficult to do, and they're really important for making sure that when you have your plan set up, that you can be successful. So the behavior change project is broken into 3 different steps. Step 1, we're going to be doing for roughly the first 8 to 9 weeks of the course. We're going to be setting up and preparing for you to embark on a behavior change. So what you're going to do is you're going to come up with a health behavior that you would like to change. And then we're going to make a plan for how you're going to do that change. So we're going to be doing some goal setting. We're going to be identifying some barriers, and we're going to be making just this big plan that you'll follow in step 2. When we get to step 2, after about week 8 or 9, we'll actually be doing your behavior change for 4 weeks. So while you're doing your behavior change, you're going to be keeping journals, and we'll explain this a little bit more when we get there. But the step 2 is you actually doing the behavior change project. And then step 3, which will happen towards the end of the semester after we do the behavior change, you're going to reflect on how that behavior change project went and what you would do in the future if we were to continue this for another 4 weeks. Maybe you would change slightly the project you're doing. Maybe you would stay the course. Maybe you would do something completely different. But that's what the behavior change project is going to look like. So to recap, step 1, we're going to be doing for the first 8 weeks or so. Again, you need to make sure you pass 1.1 through 1.7 before 1.8 will show up for you in your project. So if you have any questions regarding the behavior change project as we go, please don't hesitate to reach out. There's going to be a lot of communication between you and I at each one of these steps. If you don't get a pass, so you want to make sure you're looking at your grades often so that you can see, oh, did I get a pass on that, or did I get a no pass on that? If you get a check mark pass on that, you're good to go. If you get a red X, there's something that you need to fix. So you need to go in, see my feedback, fix it, resubmit. All right?